Okay, Miss Adams is going to go next. You ready, Miss Adams?
I am so ready.
All right, we've been waiting.
Where is everybody?
What?
Okay. We're right here, Sharon.
Watch the All-Star.
No cake.
So I'm going to embarrass this next person, so I'm going to ask her to join me.
Yay!
Oh, Mrs. Donnelly, come right out here. I want to be right in the middle of both videotapes. Good angle? Okay. Make sure you get the good side of Sharon. Okay, perfect. So then I'll let you stand by yourself. So at our last public board meeting, we awarded tenure to all of our teachers who had been in the district for 3 years. And we did vote on this young lady standing next to me, but she wasn't there. So we wanted to do something special for her and just recognize the work that she does, because the amount of hours that Sharon spends here should be illegal, how many hours she spends here. I think they might be, yeah, it's definitely slave labor. So Mrs. Donnelly began her career at Connecticut as the district treasurer. She quickly became the right hand of both the assistant superintendent of business operations and the superintendent. Sometimes when you apply for a job inside the place you have worked, you're overlooked because there always seems to be someone better for the job from outside of the district. Thank goodness the Board of Education did not overlook Mrs. Donnelly. She is a tireless crusader for the Connecticut School District. Her work ethic and her strong commitment to fiscal responsibility while maintaining the best program for our students is always her balancing act. Unlike most business officials, Mrs. Donnelly knows that students are our bottom line, not the dollar signs. That too, but students are wonderful. It is wonderful to work with someone like this. Anyone will tell you, if you want something done, you give it to the busiest person. That's true of Mrs. Donnelly. Connecticut is her second home. Actually, I think she spends more time here than at her real home. It's hard to convince her to go home at night, never mind to take a vacation. Mrs. Donnelly is a wife and mother of 4 daughters, each more successful than the last. One of her daughters is a nutritionist, one an E&L teacher, one a sophomore in college, and one a sophomore in high school. She has guided them toward personal accomplishment, even as she mothers all of us here toward continued success. She's an accomplished guitar player and even leads sing-alongs during our holiday luncheon. She is the glue that holds the business department together. She is one of those unique individuals that once you find, you try desperately to keep a hold of because she's irreplaceable. At the last board meeting, you or Benny voted her on tenure. Thank you so much for allowing her to continue to work with us to make Connecticut great.
Can we see that one? There you go.
Certificate too, look.
The name is on there, so I can't spell it.
Yeah, that's
What is it? Should we be on that side?
I already gave you my kisses.
You did.
Yes.
You did.
Here we go. Stitch it. Yeah. There we go.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Moving on to reorganization items. We need approval. Can I have a motion for items 2 through 49? Get a second? Okay. Yes. Yeah, we have to go to items 18 and 19. Okay, is everyone there? Okay, these are the Board of Education standing committees. We have the Audit Committee, Grounds, Health and Safety, Policy, and Technology.
I'll take health and safety.
I'll I'll take policy.
I'll take policy.
All right, wait.
One at a time, we gotta, pick one, and then we'll go down the line, so everyone has a choice. So Mylan, what do you want?
I'll take policy.
All right, so Mylan,
Lee wants policy.
And Nick?
okay, Nick wants policy? Okay, wait. So all right, Rob, what would you like? Skip?
I'll take
Brown. Miss Kennedy, what would you like?
I asked for policy earlier.
How does that work? We got Mylan, we got Nick.
I was the first one I asked for it.
I was second.
There we go. All right, Lee, I'm gonna make you alternate for policy.
There are two people on policy.
Yes, Mylan and Nick.
Okay.
All right, you'll be alternate?
There's no reason you have two. You don't need more.
Okay. All righty. So let's go,
Does
anyone
anybody else want grounds?
else want grounds? Okay, I'll take it.
I'll take health and safety.
Okay, Nick, anything else?
Where are you sure?
Technology.
Okay, Nick is going technology. We have an opening for health and safety and technology.
I'll do tactical issues.
Okay. Lee, do you want health and safety?
No.
All right. I'll do health and safety. All righty. We have to,
Well, it'll be in the.
okay, let's go to 19. This is the Citizen Advisory Committees. We have the task force and the steering. We'll start with, let's go, Nick. Okay, Rob. Just going down the line. Rob?
I'll do task force.
Okay. Ms. Ogles?
I can't commit to either one because I'm not sure of the dates.
Okay, Ms. Kennedy?
I'll do steering.
So I'll do. Task force, what day was that on? Anyone remember?
Mondays.
Monday. So is steering. Yeah, I have a conflict on Monday.
You just, for that's a citizens advisory committee, so we just can't have more than two, but we don't need to have any board members, but the fact that we have one board member is good to have that.
Okay.
It's just that's just to make sure that we don't have a quorum at that.
All right. So I'll be an alternate.
Okay.
I'll be an alternate for both.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions? No? All right. Do we have a question on the motion?
Yes, I do. I would like to pull,
I can't hear you, Lee.
I would like to pull the internal order, what's the name of the internal auditor? Yeah, I'd like to pull that and have them in before I make any decision on them.
What number, Lee?
That is number 29. I thought, a couple of years ago, that, I questioned them doing it for X amount of years because sometimes we should change. And on Dr. Smith, we went through an RFP.
Right, we did at that time.
That,
This coverage was period.
I discussed it. Well, they did some things that I think that they should have found. And I wanted to really spoke to them why they didn't, you make one mistake, that's okay, it's a mistake. You make two, it's not a mistake anymore. It's not doing your job. You make three, you really should not be.
Okay, they're coming at the next meeting to do a presentation.
So I really don't think we should approve them at this point.
They'll be presenting their last report at that time.
So I think before we approve them, we should find out why they did what they did, to overlook what they did. and to have our other auditor find it. So I really think that we should discuss it with them before we would make a commitment, because we're dealing with money here.
I'm okay with that.
What was overlooked?
I'm having a tough time following what you're saying, so you'll be speaking up, but if what you're talking about is, you have an omnibus motion, and if one board member doesn't want to vote in the affirmative as to every single item, that item must be pulled for separate vote.
Correct.
Must be pulled for separate vote?
That's correct.
The last time we had that, probably we shortened that process. Whether or not it should be pulled, it shouldn't be
No,
pulled. We took a vote on it once to pull it, we didn't take a vote on it to pull it.
All right, well,
So it must be
I
automatically
think it's
pulled.
irrelevant, if we're gonna pull it and take it for separate
You
vote.
simply, so that everybody knows the rules.
No, I just want to know what the
Yes,
law is.
you cannot, it's a Robert's Rules item and not a legal item. You cannot force a board member to vote on a particular subdivision by making an omnibus motion.
So do we vote on that right now?
You just pull it, it's
pull it.
automatically pulled.
So we pulled it?
And you vote on the balance, and then you have a separate motion on that.
All right, so we pulled it.
I still have a question on another item.
All right, you can turn them off.
Turn them off.
Just talk louder.
All right, question?
I have a question in regard, I believe this would be for you, Sharon, the authorization of school lunch prices. Now, it's increasing,
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but can we go back to the original question? Because I don't think that was ever answered before we go on to a new topic.
what was the
Can
question?
we even,
He said we can pull it.
Yes.
yeah,
It's a
we can
matter
pull
of
it to vote on it,
procedure.
but are we allowed to not, it's part of the,
Are we allowed
process
to
for-
not vote on it tonight?
Right.
Can we wait 2 more weeks?
Sure.
it was approved in the,
Can we wait 2
Wait,
more
wait,
weeks until we meet with them? If the board says so.
If you're talking about your internal auditor,
Yes.
you're not obligated to make that appointment tonight, but you are obligated to have an internal auditor, so you
Right.
can't be put up forever.
Right, exactly, that's fine.
And you want to know if we're bound by the process that
Yes.
resulted from the RFP.
correct.
I didn't hear that.
Are we bound by the fact that we awarded the RFP to them a couple years ago, extending out a number of years that includes this
All
year?
these professional jobs are subject to termination in 30 days.
Okay.
Thank you.
That
Sorry.
even includes me, although I shouldn't be telling you.
Getting
So,
confusion.
you know,
We're gonna pull it and
We'll pull it and we'll vote.
Okay, I just wanted to
All
get.
right, Mylon, your question.
This question would be for you, Sharon. I understand that the prices on the lunch are going up about 10 cents.
Yes, they are.
Now, I'm assuming the 255 is on the elementary level and the 280 is on the
Oh,
secondary
yes,
level.
that's correct.
So you're increasing it that, only a few pennies over the elementary level.
Can you speak up,
But have
Myla?
you seen the portion sizes of the high school kids? So you're increasing it, but you're still given the same portion as an elementary.
We are,
Kids.
that's all in accordance with the Healthy Kids Act.
So I'm gonna pay more for the same lunch that elementaries are getting.
Yes, and there's a tool, a price lunch equity tool that I have to run through the calculation of.
I can't hear you.
Also sent down by the state. And we've actually, according to the calculation, had to raise it more, but there's a 10-cent cap. And that calculation looks at the difference between how much we charge for a paid lunch and how much our reimbursement is. So you have to have a spread that justifies the reimbursement that you're getting.
So, but I don't think it's fair that the kids on the secondary level have to pay, you know, say a quarter more for the same entree, which is not even enough for the high school kids.
Right.
So have to go up a second time for a lunch. So now you're gonna ask him, obviously I'm not pointing my
No, that's
frustration
fine.
at you, but I don't see how this is fair.
I understand your point. Traditionally, in all school districts, the secondary lunch is higher. I looked at several local school districts, they all have a difference.
For the same
But-
portion size. Doesn't sound fair.
but doesn't the high schools have a larger portion than elementary?
They don't.
It's a caloric range, and the elementary caloric range is less than high school caloric range.
So if you're given the elementary kid for it, this is what I'm hearing. that the elementary level is getting I don't know the exact count, say 4 chicken nuggets. Well, the high school kids are getting 4 chicken nuggets, so the caloric intake, I would say, evens out there. So what is the difference?
Justification from, because I think that's a good question. So let me get a better answer. No, I hear what you're saying, it's right.
They're different size.
No,
It's a different caloric range.
then can you be specific, Ms. Adams, and say what the difference is? Are they getting an extra or something?
I'll get it from the food service.
Because I know that lunch ladies have said to me, it's the same exact portion size as the elementary as the high school. So if these lunch ladies are not giving me facts, and you're saying that they're not giving me factual information, I'd like to know what is the factual information. Yeah, no, I just, like I said, I don't think it's fair. I mean, my kids, I make their lunch, it doesn't affect me, I'm just,
If it is the same, it should be the same price, right?
right, so I have an issue with that.
So is 24 staying or we just
I
have some
would have
questions?
to raise.
Pull it, so we'll have to pull it.
Elementary.
Pulling number 24.
Number 24 also.
Separate vote?
Yes.
Or we're just pulling it.
We're just pulling it because it's not a vote. She needs to come back and give me more information. So can we table that, Sharon? I'd like to table it.
All right, it's pulled. Robert's rules is tricky stuff, not all, but let's go over some of this. You've now pulled it for a separate vote, and you're gonna need a separate motion. If nobody makes a motion, it's simply not on the floor.
All right, so I'm making a motion to pull it.
Then there can be a table.
All right, so I'm making a motion to pull
You're
it.
just asking for it to be pulled, and it's pulled
Got a
over.
I'm
motion
making
to
a
table
motion
it
to
later.
table it.
Later, yes.
All right, I have a question on number 25. So, Mr. Garcia, why do you think we should keep you as an appointment?
I don't think you have enough time for me to make that presentation.
I wasn't looking for an answer, I was just busting your chops.
I just want to thank you and tell you how much I appreciate it. I think it's our 17th year here, and they've all been very interesting.
We'll keep it interesting.
18.
I don't have any further questions.
All right, any other questions? Okay. So we are voting on 2 through whatever. So yeah, we're voting on 2 through 49 minus 29 and 24. Right. All right.
Aye.
Aye, Mylan?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes. All in favor?
You said that.
Now, we have to vote on item 29.
Their motion on one at a time.
On item 29,
Okay.
a motion to,
Motion to table item 29.
Yes, second.
who made the motion?
I made the motion. Lee second. Okay, Lee?
Oh, yeah, I second.
No, but all right.
Looking for a vote.
All in
Oh,
favor?
now we have a
All
vote.
in favor?
All in favor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Aye. Okay. 24.
24, motion to table.
Motion to
That's
table.
the authorization of school lunch prices. We get a
I'm
motion?
making that motion.
All right. I'll a motion to table. Can we get a second?
Second.
Okay, Lee seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to policy. Okay. Policy. Let's see. Approve, we have to approve the second reading. Yes, please.
Second reading of policies presented for as enumerated. 0115 harassment, hazing, and bullying provision, 5100 attendance, 5300 code of conduct, 5405 wellness and nutrition, 6900 disposal of district inventory, 8130 school safety plans and teams.
Motion.
Second.
No, I'm asking for a motion.
Oh, motion,
All
sorry.
right, make motion, second.
Second.
Mr. Grable, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now we have the abolishment of the second reading.
It's policy 8130, emergency plans, this is superseded by.
motion, can I have, all right, we got a motion, second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. We are. All right, we're moving to consent agenda. I need a motion for items 2 through 32.
Motion.
All right, we're gonna have a discussion on items number 2, number 3, and number 4. Number 2 is the NISBA board member mandated training, I believe for Mr. Grable.
Yes.
We need a motion. Any questions about that?
Yeah, you have to do it.
Yeah, Mr. Grable, you have any questions?
No, I can't wait to do it.
Learn as much as you can.
I will.
Thank you. Motion?
No, actually, it's consent,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's fine.
All right, number 3, NISBA annual convention. This year it's being held in Buffalo.
I am not attending.
I am not attending. Mylan says no. Lee says no. Mr. Grable?
No, thank you.
So do we have to vote, can we just not send anybody? And 3 people are not, 3 people are not going.
No, one person will do something.
I think one of them go.
Yeah.
You're gonna go?
Yeah.
I think one's gonna go.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's important to send at least one person. Yeah. So what is the total number that can attend?
All of us to
3, we
attend.
have enough funds for 3.
3, only 3.
No, that's
When is it? Do we have a date? Where is it? I can't.
27th through the 29th of October.
I'd like to go.
October when?
27th through the 29th.
During the first 2 games of the World Series. They're gonna have a television.
They do have televisions.
So right now, Nick proposed that someone else wants to go later.
I would like to go to the next one. I didn't go last year.
We're gonna hold that one.
All right,
Right. Okay, so we have Nick that's going.
just Nick.
Okay.
All right. Number 4, the scope annual meeting.
I'll go.
I will go. Lee,
Yeah.
I'll go.
Greg,
Anybody else?
anyone else?
I will, more than likely be available on that day, so.
I'm in Mount.
Mylan?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right. Mylan, Lee, and Craig. Are there any questions? All right. All in favor? Aye. Aye?
I'm just going quickly right through it for a second.
All right. When you're ready.
I'm good. I'm good with the rest.
Okay, Mylan?
Yeah.
Aye. Aye. All good. Okay. Now we move on to recommended action, personnel matters.
Schedule 1, just motion, second.
Motion for Schedule 1, resignations, terminations, leave of absence.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion for Schedule 2, appointments, tenure, salary changes. Motion. Nick made the motion. Second, this time around. Any questions?
Long-term sub? How long?
It depends on the,
Minimum 5 weeks?
no, it's gotta be more than 6.
More than 6 weeks? How come we didn't get the paperwork? Oh, you should tell us early.
I brought in at 6 weeks.
Okay. But we don't need all that information once again.
No, those are just the top 3 right?
Just the top 3 and that, those little packets.
Right.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I stop for a second?
Yes.
I'm going to ask Mrs. Manzi to introduce someone who's in the audience then. We are very excited to have Heather Levine join us as our new CPSC CSC chair. She'll be starting tomorrow. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We're moving on to 2 through 6. Motion. Need a motion? Motion, second?
Second.
Rob seconded. Any questions?
Yeah, can you go over the overtime report, Sharon, for sure?
We have overtime as compared to last year, 0.5% up overall. We've had some big increases in technology with all the installs of the smart boards and duplicating with preparing materials. HR with some training. The business office with a position that has been vacant for a long time. Overtime in the computer department for various reasons. Upgrades to software and the like, as well as a conversion to new software. And in guidance, there's been some. PPS, there's been a big drop in overtime. But overall, we're at 0.5% above last year, despite all that technology overtime. So that's pretty good.
You anticipate a lot more this summer? So we're gotta be bond work?
Well, not the technology overtime. And we don't anticipate having custodial overtime per se.
No.
Not
No.
a significant amount anyway.
We have staff that's working 2 shifts at the high school, both middle schools and Cherokee. And when it comes time for the contractors to do afternoon work, we're going to steer to those buildings first to keep that at the lowest level possible.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We need to go back into executive, correct? Yes. Okay, motion to close?
Motion.
Seconded? Seconded? Okay. Yes. Motion to move into, for the Board of Education, to move into executive session in accordance with open meetings law, section 105F, employment history of a particular person, confidential, and exempt under OML, to discuss a disciplinary matter involving a particular student and to seek legal advice from the board's attorney. Motion?
Motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight.
Yes.
Have a good one.
Congratulations. But there's a lot of things.
I did just get a new phone last week because the old phone was on the fritz.
Because there's leaks.